everyone and welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm gonna share with you some of my most favorite movies, the movies that are gonna literally blow your mind. So, due to the coronavirus situation, pretty much everyone is in their homes right now and many people are bored to death and are looking for ways to spend their time. So that inspired me to make this video right now. But of course, whenever you come across this video, maybe in the future, or whenever you find out about these movies, it is always the right time to watch them. So in this video, I'm gonna recommend you 10 mind-blowing movies, and all of them are thriller movies. Now, thriller is my favorite movie genre in general, so it makes sense that these are my favorite movies. But even if thriller is not your favorite movie genre, I still think you're gonna love these movies, and you may even start loving thriller as the movie genre because of these movies. Now, for some of these movies, the plot is intense from the beginning all the way till the end, and for some others they may not seem that interesting at the beginning, but just wait for it and I promise you they're all worth watching. You're definitely not gonna regret watching them, I promise you that. And one more thing, I am such an indecisive person, so I realized it would put me under so much pressure if I try to put these movies in an order based on how much I like them, like from the one that I like the most to the one that I like the least. So I'm just gonna talk about them in some random order. And I just realized that the most of these movies are actually non-English movies. So in case you're from English-speaking country and you haven't watched foreign movies yet, this may be a great opportunity to try something new. So I'm gonna start with Spanish movies. By the way, I've noticed that Spain has such an amazing production when it comes to the movies and TV shows. They really have such a good industry. By the way, I'm gonna use my laptop because I haven't prepared myself for this video in a way that I revised what each movie is about. So in order not to mess up something or forget to say something, I'm gonna be using my laptop to remind myself of these movies. So the first movie is, now for this movie, do not pause this video when I say the name of the movie and go watch a trailer or the movie description on the Google, because it's a spoiler. It literally tells you the biggest plot twist of the movie. So I'm gonna give you the summary of the movie without spoilers. I haven't said even the name of the movie, okay? So the first movie I'm gonna talk about is The Hidden Face in English. Now, I do not speak Spanish, so I don't wanna even try to pronounce the original name. I'm just gonna put it somewhere right here on the screen so you can see it. But yeah, the English translation of the name of the movie is The Hidden Face, and the movie is from 2011. This movie is about a couple who live together, and one day the guy comes home from the work or something and he finds a video message of his girlfriend telling him that she's tired of him, she wants a new life, something like that, and she just disappears. All that's left of her is that video message, and she didn't tell him anything else. Where would she go? And first couple of days he is like sad, and then he meets this new girl and he brings her home, and he starts dating her and they start living together. And at the same time there's like police searching for his first girlfriend, and then through the movie you're gonna find out what actually happened to her. And all the way till the end the plot is so intense and it keeps you like just staring at it and waiting what's gonna happen next and how it's gonna end. And the last scene, I just remember the last scene is like wow. So I definitely recommend you, but as I said, please do not go and watch a trailer. Trust me on my word, this movie is amazing. Now the second movie I'm gonna talk about is also a Spanish thriller, and it's called The Invisible Guest, and it is from 2016. This movie is about a guy who is a young businessman, and this guy is accused of murder of his lover. So he hired this lawyer who is like the best lawyer in the country, and one day she knocks at his door and she's there to help him to make a defense. They are talking through the case, talking through everything that happened from the beginning till the end, and bit by bit you find out more and more of the truth and of what actually happened. So it's very interesting and it has a lot of plot twists, and the biggest plot twist is actually at the end. So the next Spanish thriller we're going to talk about is called Mirage, and it is actually from 2018, and this is actually about time traveling. So the movie starts with this family, man, a woman and their daughter, and they're moving into a new house, and that's actually old house, but it's their new house. You know what I mean? And they find the old TV or DVD. No, I don't know what it's called, but something with a TV, I don't remember. Anyways, they turn it on and they realize that what they see on that TV is actually what's happening on that day 25 years ago. So this woman is able to speak with the boy who lived in the house 25 years ago, and in reality he died on that day 25 years ago, but she tells him that he's gonna die and tells him what to do in order to stop it, so he survives. But when she wakes up the next morning, her life is changed somehow. The fact that he survived somehow affected her life, that she doesn't have a daughter right now and she has a totally different life, and now she's figuring out what to do in order to come back to her first life and to save her daughter and her family. So I definitely recommend you this movie. This is one of my most favorite ones. The next Spanish thriller is called The Body. This one is from 2012. So what this movie is about is the body of a dead woman which disappears from the morgue, and detectives are trying to figure out what happened to it. And of course you cannot even imagine what actually has happened, and you're gonna find out what happened in the end of the movie and you're gonna be shook. So yeah, so the next Spanish thriller we're gonna talk about is called The Secret in Their Eyes, and it is from 2009. Now this movie is kind of different than the other ones. All these previous movies are very intense from the beginning till the end, but this movie is actually, like, the plot is more kind of slow, like it's more relaxed. Now this movie is about this retired counselor who is coming back to a town where he used to work, and he's trying to write a novel about one of his cases, and he's like remembering the time he worked at this one case, and he is trying to remember everything that was going on when they were investigating it like many years ago. And by the end of the movie he comes to a realization of something he hasn't realized many years ago, and the ending is very, like, it leaves you kind of speechless. So yeah. Okay, so the next Spanish movie, and I think the last Spanish movie I have for today, is called The Skin I Live In. So this movie is about a doctor who is like a plastic surgeon, and his wife has died in an accident. She was burned in an accident 12 years ago or something, and he's trying to develop the skin that could save lives of burn victims. He has a housekeeper and this girl Vera, and he tests his creation on her basically, and she's actually held against her will in one of his rooms. So that is actually just the beginning of the movie, but what's actually going on is something you cannot even imagine. I think I'm done with the Spanish movies. Now I have the movie in English. So this movie is actually very popular, so I believe most of you have heard about it, but just in case you haven't heard of it, or you have heard about it but you still haven't watched it for some reason, because it's something that always happens to me. I heard about some movie and I want to watch it, and I just have it on my watch list for a long time and I never actually go and watch it. So long story short, this movie is called Shire Island and it's from 2010. Leonardo DiCaprio plays the main role, and he plays this guy Ted and the other guy Chuck. They are two United States Marshals, and they are sent to this asylum on a remote island in order to investigate the disappearance of a patient, where Teddy uncovers a shocking truth about the place. I just read the summary from the Google. I watched this movie quite a long time ago, so I didn't know how else would I describe it, but this is actually it, you know. So I cannot give you more details without spoiling it to you, and I don't want to do it. So just go watch a movie and expect the unexpected. So the next movie is also asylum related. This movie is called Hearst Asylum. So the movie actually starts with a lecture for future psychiatrists, and then one of the students goes to this asylum where he falls in love with one of the patients. But of course this is just the surface of a movie. What's going on is actually very, very different. So yeah. Okay, so the next movie is actually a French movie, and it's called, well, the translation is Fires, but I'm gonna put right here the original name of the movie. So this movie is about a woman who is dying, and she has two kids. They are twins, a son and a daughter. So she leaves two letters, one for each of them, and in those letters she tells them that they need to find a father they never knew, and also their brother, and they have to deliver to both of them letters. So they travel to Middle East, and they're finding out what happened to their mother many years ago, and yeah, they're finding out the truth about themselves, and the ending is actually shocking. I don't even know what word should I use, it's just gonna leave you speechless. And the last movie for today's video is Indian movie, and it's called Ittefaku. I don't know how to pronounce this, but you'll have the name of the movie right here. So this is a movie from 2017, and in this movie there are two killed people and two suspects, and they're actually all the way through the investigation. Each of them has their version of a story of what actually happened, and they are trying to convince the police officer that they are the one who is not guilty and the other one is guilty. The suspects are a woman whose husband has been murdered, and the other suspect is a man whose wife has been murdered. So the murder happened in the same night, and both of them are accused. It's very interesting all the way from the beginning till the end, but of course the ending itself is another plot twist. So those are all the movies I prepared for this video. I'm well aware that I haven't described many of them the way I probably should, but I watched most of these movies long time ago, so I do not remember exactly how it started and whatsoever, so that I could give you like the perfect summary. But at the same time I was trying not to say something I shouldn't say and something that would ruin your watching experience, because the point of these movies are those plot twists, so I was trying not to ruin it for you. I believe that's pretty much everything I wanted to say, and it's getting dark outside, so I should probably end this video. So yeah, I really hope you'll find this video useful and you'll learn about some new movies and you're actually gonna watch them and like them. And if you do, make sure to tell me in the comments down below which ones did you watch and how did you like them. In case you like this video and you want me to film part 2 of this kind of movies or any other kind of movies, you can tell me in the comments down below. I believe that's pretty much everything I wanted to say, and right now I'm just gonna sign out, I guess. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!